Hey YouTube, we have Leonard here. Bring guys and gals, Ao no Hako. Blue Box, we're here. We're live, episode number 11. So again, I was late. I just did episode number 10 yesterday, but now I guess I'm early because I'm doing episode 11. It just came out. It looks like it came out late. It came out today. So we're going to hop right into this reaction, but I do want to just very briefly say as relates to this, I guess, last episode. The stuff with Chinatsu, and I started reading stuff, and it's kind of split. I've been noticing that there are people who do not care. That they're like, Chinatsu, it's fine what she did, and people understand it. There's more people than I thought who seem to be really upset. And actually, when we're talking about on Twitch, of course, follow me on Twitch. Link to Search Talks down below. We do all my live reactions. When we had this discussion on Twitch, and I remember this, I was a little bit shocked because you're saying that, for instance, that some people were upset with Chinatsu. And he's just saying stuff. I end up going between like Reddit and then YouTube. I was like shocked at how many people were upset with Chinatsu. And I'm just like, guys, she's in a house with a boy when she's supposed to. They're in high school first and foremost. She is there literally to play basketball and to try and I guess honestly win nationals. That's the ultimate goal. And if she's over here flirting with Taiki, number one, that's not good in terms of the overall basketball goal because she's not focused. Just my thoughts. But then number two, we just had a whole episode. And the reason why she's doing this is specifically because of the conversation with the dad. And it's the trust factor. The fact that they felt hesitant about boy and girl under the same roof and taking her in, the responsibility. But they basically bet on Chinatsu. The fact that she'd be focused, that she'd do things the right way, that she'd become part of the family, that she'd do her thing for inter-high and everything. And she's doing that. She doesn't want to jeopardize what's good and working for her over a boy. It's fully understandable. I'm fully on her side. And again, it sucks because we watched this from Taiki's POV. So therefore we understand Taiki's crushed. And we get why he's crushed. And part of me is just Chinatsu, there's a better way, and accept your feelings. Or at least hash it out. But the whole creating distance, it sucks for Taiki. And I wish Chinatsu didn't do that. However, I 100% understand why she did that. And it's very rational. I think she even had her best friend on the team basically tell her the same thing. Whereas, if you're under the same roof, with a boy and this and that, it's just all of a sudden, I'm on Chinatsu's side. I understand why she did it. I think that in this episode, probably on Taiki's side, or most like Chinatsu's side, someone's going to have a push to where they're going to try and reconcile this. Because right now, Taiki's all out just avoiding her. And I think that's not sustainable. I think Hina's going to be the key here. Hina's going to have to encourage Taiki, Chinatsu, or both of them to get over whatever this nonsense is. But we'll see. Anyway, without further ado, hit that like button, everyone. Greatly appreciated. We're going to begin. We're going to start this episode. Got the timer. We're going to start this in... It looks like we have the opening to start as well, by the way, guys. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1... And of course, we vibe to our opening. Oh, the subs look good! Oh, wait a second, the subs are looking clean! I don't know why, but I'm loving the subs right now. I need to memorize this song. I really do. Let's do this! Get him, Taiki! Yes, thank you, translator, for giving us these nice subs. Thank you. It's kind of crazy, and again, we have to take the time when we have these subs to really thank the translators, because the subs really do impact the quality of the episode if you're a non-Japanese watcher. The way the subs look, how well translated it is, we can tell when a sub feels just off. A good sub really does matter, so thank you for those who translated this. Greatly appreciated. Oh, shoot. It looks so crisp. Taiki, it's okay to be alone together. Huh? What is she saying? Girl, spit. You see, the thing is, I don't think Chinatsu wants to be completely awkward around each other. I think all she was trying to tell you, Taiki, is that she just wanted, like, what happened with the two of you in the room should not have happened. Is what she's trying to say, and that's her bad. And I think a lot of that has to do less with Taiki than it does Chinatsu having to catch herself. Because I do not believe for a second that Chinatsu didn't not want to do something in that moment. When she goes for the head thing, it was such a cop-out. I don't think she wanted to go for the head thing. But you see, nothing has to change, but the question is for Taiki. Taiki's going to probably feel like something has changed. Speech. She reminds me of somebody. There was some anime character when he, like, would snore. I can't remember who it was, though. By the way, once again, Hina is love. I would just like to throw that in there. Hina is love. Bro, they're talking about, like, liking her. And our boy's just kind of like, oh. Oh, yeah, Taiki, come on. Does this awaken something in Taiki? Nah, Taiki's like literally, he only has eyes for Chinatsu. And she did. Those fireworks. Yo, her face! Her face! All for the candy apples. I will say, though, when I was in Japan, I went to, like, one of the festivals. The candied fruit is actually really good, in my opinion. Texture's a little bit weird, but it does taste very good. Dang! Just assaulted him. Sure. Honestly, if this man was regular, he'd be like, I do infringe on my rights. Hitting me in the face. My right to exist in this very space next to you. For those who watch ReZero. Oh no. She missed it. Oh, she just made it. But she didn't get to the spot. Oh no! Bro, come on, not the candy apple. By the way, if Taiki already has a candy apple for her, that'd be extremely cute. Yeah. To be fair, when you're like, that sucks. Because it's true how you have to give up all. I called it! Taiki with a massive W! I called it! Bro, this is going to make her fall out of. She's going to love you more, man. No. Bro, always paying attention. This hurts me. Massive Taiki W. Ishoni. Oh, that's crazy. How's he gonna take this? So what we saw was a flashback from when they were in middle school, and now she's essentially making her full-on move here. Oh, he said yeah. She has 100% made her move. And I'm so curious to see where this goes. And I don't think Taiki understands the gravity of what he's agreeing to. And I can't help but support Hina here, man. Oh, I can definitely agree. It's not that the last episode is bad, but they're putting a lot of extra focus and emphasis in this episode compared to the last. And maybe it's just a function of what's happening, because not a lot happened last episode. But you can tell in this series when they start pulling out the A-tier animation. Oh my gosh. If Chinatsu see... Oh, shoot. What if Chinatsu sees him and Hina at the fireworks together? What if he blows off Hina for Chinatsu? There's so many places this could go. Bro doesn't understand. No! No! Taiki! Oh, bro, Taiki, you'd never just invite somebody. I know you're not thinking of it as anything. Again, this is a pet peeve of mine in life. If someone invites me somewhere, and I understand like the misunderstanding, I'm never inviting somebody else unless I ask them first. And even then, my hesitancy is like, I just don't invite people. Unless it's been made clear that we can invite other people. For this very reason. Oof. Taiki here to fight. Oh. You better. Bro, watch this be the same day as the fireworks. By the way, every time I get so mad. I hate that. Let's stop hitting my knees. By the way, if he does invite Kyo, I just feel like Kyo has so much EQ that he would know just not to go. By the way, the subs are making slight mistakes. Not massive, but they're just slight little stuff, but nothing crazy. No. No, Taiki, think. Think, Taiki, think! No. Kill, talk some sense into your boy. Oh. Okay, so it does work out time-wise, so that's fine. I feel awful for Hina. Honestly, for the people out there who ship Hina or support Hina, I fully get it. Kyo, use that EQ! Yes, Kyo! Thank you, Kyo! Kyo's thinking. He's like, dang. Kyo is my MVP all the time in this series. He just knows. Kyo, you gotta back out. He's not wrong, by the way. Kyo, you gotta back out. Thank you. Yes, please make it direct. You have to. I get it. I fully understand how this happened. I feel for Hina. I agree with the friend though. You got to be more direct, but I get how she got here. Girl, of course she knows who we're talking about. Everyone knows who you're talking about. This friend is trolling with the romance. Yo, these pieces of trash here. Like, yo, get them out of here. Dang. The depression. Hello, darkness, my old friend. They really do. They want to be. You know, so they didn't even give them faces. They just want to be MCs, man. They want that MC shine. Or at least relevant character shine. They were literally no-faced. Hina, you gotta do something about this. Oh no, don't do this, no. Hina. Oh, this was gonna trigger Hina. This is 100% about to trigger Hina. No, Taiki, you're misinterpreting this. She put the distance and the boundary specifically because of how she's starting to feel. Yeah! Tell him! Tell him, Hina, even though you shouldn't have said that. Tell him. She believed it too when she was saying like that's what makes you cool. But bruh, as I said to start this episode, Hina was going to say or do something either towards Taiki or towards Chinatsu that was going to Hyoudou, cause him to potentially make a move to cut the distance. Bro's about to play Hyoudou. How do you just like, dang you people? Talk to him. He's like, you can have it, but I already put my mouth on it. You overextend your right elbow. Oh. Hey! Bro, how do you teach us this? Good man. Hyodou's a good man. Bro's like a whole mentor. Look at this. It looked really clean. Look at these shots. By the way, Hyoudou sees something. That is true. He's like, yo, we like the dogs. We like the underdogs. Honestly, real talk though, I respect Hyoudou a lot. Because he's also like helping Yusa's competition. They're the same school. He's just like, bro, I want you to actually do well. By the way, I do not think Hyoudou beats Hyoudou. Huh? Oh. Bro playing this up. Good job, Kyo. Okay, so now Taiki's thinking a little bit. Taiki realizes the situation. I am so happy for Hina. You have no idea. As much as I ship Chinatsu and Taiki, I like Hina a lot. Hina actually might be my favorite character. I just know that he doesn't see her. He only has eyes, guys, for Chinatsu. This is the issue. But I still love Hina and I root for Hina wholeheartedly. But I know where the ship goes. Hina is stunning. Don't waver. Don't waver, Leonard. Don't let your ship waver. It's so true though. If you want to be technical, Chinatsu is the home wrecker. But at the same time, is she? Because Taiki always liked her. But if you really look at it objectively, we're watching the series. If we're watching the series from like middle school, the ship would be Hina and Taiki. And then all of a sudden, the introduction to Chinatsu, all of us would hate Chinatsu. Because it's like, girl, who are you? They had a nice thing going. They got all this build. Oh my gosh, this reminds me of something else and I can't remember. It's one of those situations where when you really think about anime and when we think about how the first girl is the one we get attached to because of the ships and stuff like that, it's all about perspective. Because if anime started a little bit earlier, like if this show started earlier, Hina would have been the first girl we were introduced to. Hina would have been the love interest. At least from our perspective. But because we start this show with Taiki looking at Chinatsu and viewing Chinatsu the way that he does, Chinatsu is for us the first girl and the clear love interest as she is because Taiki likes her. But we'd be much more attached to Hina and probably root for Hina much more if Hina was the first girl introduced and had those moments with Taiki. It's very interesting when we think about it that way. But nonetheless, I'm not stupid. I already know. Chinatsu's endgame. I refuse to waver. But nonetheless, I'm very happy for Hina. I already got my thumbnail. The thumbnail is clearly Hina sitting there close up, Yukata. That's the thumbnail. It's over. It has already been decided. But anyway, guys, give me just one. Let's just check one thing quickly. Here we go. Alright, we're gonna end this one here, everyone. But once again, very good episode. As we discussed, it just looked really nice, clean. I love that we, again, as much as we focus a lot of the time on the romance, for me personally, I know other people feel this way as well. When we get the badminton developments and the different sports elements with the two, it's really enjoyable. Actually, with the three, because even when we get stuff with Hina and even the flashback about how she's had to give up stuff because of gymnastics, I think that's really interesting. It adds a level of realism to the show to where we're not just focusing on relationships. Remembering this is also, in a sense, this is a sports manga. It's a romance manga as well. But it's also a sports manga. Because sports are a very big element of this. And again, I like to see Taiki's development. So having him end up having that moment with Hyoudou senpai. And Hyoudou actually being a senpai, even though they're from different schools, it's like, bro, I took notice of you. And just like, if you stiffen your elbow, like just flow into the shot. And he made a good point that for Yusa and for Hyoudou, they're much more refined as players. They know what they need to do and how they can move forward. Taiki is literally diamond in the rough. Like for those, this is going to be a horrible example, but for those who play college football like NCAA 25, if you're ever recruiting, there are players who could be like 4 or 5 star recruits. So I guess you could say like their floor is much higher, but their cap could only go maybe let's say to over here. Taiki is like a much lower floor, but he's like a green gem. He could get up to much higher heights than Hyoudou and Yusa if he refines his game and is able to fully develop. So I think for Hyoudou, he's just like, I like the underdog. Taiki has a lot of potential, and I'm curious to see how far he ends up going. But yeah, that's it. I think next episode, I would just like to say also that the one worry I have is that as they're on this date, because we know Chinatsu is also going. Actually, not really worried, because I think it's helpful. We know Chinatsu is going to the festival, and I said that Chinatsu and Taiki both have to. They're like this and have to become like this. Since Hina didn't have a moment, but she stole my next episode with Chinatsu, I promise you guys that Chinatsu is going to run into and see Taiki and Hina alone. And this is going to cause like some jealousy to flare up in her and indecision and uncomfort. Because every time that she is noticed, because she's aware of Hina's feelings with Taiki, she feels like she's in the way, but then she can't also get herself to fully remove herself from the situation because she has, even though she doesn't fully realize it, developed feelings for Taiki. Or is developing those feelings. So it's just very interesting. I can already see the drama going down next episode. I gotta confirm, is this 2 core? Oh yes, this is 25 episodes. Perfect. Nice. So happy. But anyway, guys, like the video, subscribe, like my content. It is greatly appreciated as always. And with that, I'm Leonard and I'm out. Take care, everybody, and of course, have a good one. And don't forget, comment as well. I want to hear your comments. Specifically on this whole love triangle that is developing. But peace, everyone, and have a nice day. Johnny.